welcome in our NBA insider, Adrian Wojnarowski. And Adrian, again, Kawhi Leonard played just 9 games this season, eligible for that Supermax deal this offseason. What is the likelihood that the Spurs offer that to Kawhi?
I think the likelihood is low that they offer it to him if there's not a real meeting of the minds here and some communication lines reopen, because they've literally been shut down. It's going to be Greg Popovich, R.C. Buford, their GM, and Kawhi Leonard and his reps. But I think mostly Kawhi Leonard needing to sit down with them this spring, and getting back on the same page. Leonard's medical group has really taken over from the Spurs team doctors, and this has been the case since before last season. If you're going to make an offer and invest $220 million in a player, you have to medically be on the same page with him. You have to have much more say and input into how he's going to handle injuries, everything going forward. There's going to have to be a lot of talking done this spring before the Spurs are going to make that offer.
All right, the likelihood being low, as you say. So if the Spurs don't offer that Supermax, what are the potential consequences?
Well, for Leonard, the potential consequences, if he doesn't sign that extension this summer, he has to then re-earn the criteria to get the Supermax, which is to make All-League next year, MVP, but only the Spurs can give it to him. So if he gets traded somewhere else, he goes from being able to get a 5-year, $219 million deal to what would be a 4-year, $139, $140 million deal. So by not doing that deal with the Spurs, potentially could cost himself a lot of money. And if they, this spring, decide, or this summer, we are doing this Supermax together, then the possibility of a trade becomes much more likely. And then Leonard will have some leverage in that a team's not going to give up a tremendous amount of assets for him if they don't believe they can re-sign him next season. There's a lot of this is a crossroads for the Spurs organization here this spring and into the summer.
To say nothing of the Manu Ginobili potential retirement, really the end of an era when you look at the names, it could be leaving San Antonio. All right, Woj, we appreciate it.